Hey, welcome back to Snapple Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing some more Jund Gardens. I love this brew. This deck's really fun. We have a new addition from Commander Legends Baldur's Gate in Cloakwood Swarmkeeper. This card really impressed me in the first league I just played with it. We made a couple changes since that league. If you want to see the first run of the deck, go check it out. It's on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go to the channel and subscribe. You can find the other league with Jen Gardens there. There's also older versions of the deck before Swarmkeeper came out. If you look back in the videos, you can find those if you want to see the original brew. But this is the new updated version. I record all my content live on Twitch, twitch.tv/SnapOldGames. So come follow me there and hang out live. It's a lot of fun. Now let's get into this deck tech, and then we're going to get into a league. Okay, so this is a Jund deck. Our only black card in the main deck is Deadly Dispute, and yes, I think it's worth it to splash for that. This card just draws infinite card. It's in cards. It's Ancestral Recall. It makes a token. It just does everything we want it to do. Plus, our main way that we win is Rites of Initiation, and comboing that with Deadly Dispute is I'm saying combo, but essentially this draws you a ton of cards. Then you have a lot of cards in hand in order to rights for like 6 or 7. So that's the combo. But let's get more into the deck here. So this is just a Jund tokens deck. It's called Jund Gardens because of Colony Garden. This is the land that makes a token. And then we have a bunch of token synergies. Again, the new card Cloakwood Swarmkeeper gets a +1/+1 counter whenever a token enters the battlefield. We have the Bumblebee Glimmer Baron. You sack a token to give it +2/+2. And then we have Rebirth, which makes 3 tokens. That goes nicely with Deadly Dispute because we have this nice little sack package. Things we want to sacrifice are Synth, Wellspring, and Chromatic Star. And then we just have more token producers. I was impressed with Mog War Marshal in the first league. Just something that makes a lot of tokens. It works nicely with Sprout Swarm because it allows you to go wide, so you can actually cast this with buyback. And then Sprout Swarm has just always been good in the deck. One synergy I really like is Colony Garden plus Rakdos Carnarium. You play Colony Garden and then you bounce it back to your hand with Carnarium, replay Colony Garden. That sounds incredibly slow, and it is, but it's also pretty powerful. We're trying another new card in the sideboard from Baldur's Gate. I just cut one, and it won't let me add them because I don't actually own it yet. It's Arms of Hadar. This is a 4 mana sorcery. Creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 till end of turn. If I can add it. There we go. So this card seems really good because we have a lot of small creatures, so we can't play Cannonade, and I think this is better out of the sideboard than Suffocating Fumes, because -2/-2 is just really strong. So I'm excited to play this card some more. Didn't get decided in the first league. I also forgot to mention we have a couple other win cons. One munitions. Oh my god, I just keep cutting cards. I hate it when it does that. One munitions, one fling. Wow, my client is is really not working. This is a struggle. Uh, I didn't even add it. It just disappeared. Okay, Magic Online's a quality program. I know how to click these cards. It's just we're just not quite getting there. Fling, get in there, and makeshift munitions get in there. Then we just have a bunch of random cards in the sideboard. I think these are all strong cards in the deck and in Pauper. We probably need more affinity hate, but I don't want to just have my entire sideboard be hate for affinity. So we'll just go with 2 Shaman, 2 Grudge. Hope that's good enough. Spoiler, last time it wasn't. Um, but we'll see if these other cards are good. Every card in here is really strong. Maybe we could cut a Serene Heart, play another Grudge or something, but I'm just going to go with it as is. And let's just get into round 1. Let's go. All right, welcome to round 1. We're against Ali Koden. I don't even know how to say it. I'm not even gonna try. Sorry. Yeah, we'll keep this. Sounds good. We actually have good mana. We have a War Marshal that we can sack. We just have a lot going on here. Opponent mulligans to 6. This is actually a really interesting spot because I could lead Colony Garden, then I could go turn to Mountain, and then play War Marshal. But I think I actually want to wait on Gardens till later, till turn 3. Because if I go Mountain, pass, turn 2, Swamp, War Marshal, on my upkeep, I can Deadly Dispute away the War Marshal. Is that worth it? Might be worth it. This is actually a tough decision. Because if I go Colony Garden, I get the tap land out of the way. I could always just Deadly Dispute the garden, the plant token. All right, I'm just gonna lead garden. That's a close one though. It seems like kind of like a sweet idea to take the other line, but I think this line is just going to be more value in the end. Another Deadly Dispute. Okay, let's just go War Marshal. Mountain Go, huh? Oh, it's maybe a weird draw with that new mono red kind of sly aggressive deck. Could even just pay here. I could just go pay, play a Colony Garden. I think I'm going to do that. I don't really need to Deadly Dispute right now. Rebirth. Okay, can't cast that yet. Oh my god, misclick. Magic Online is just, I'm just struggling right now with clicking. Just can't click anything. Okay, it's Black Red Burn. We don't have that much for this matchup either, just to Weather the Storm. But we can also just draw like a Rites of Initiation and kill them here too. So it's Black Red. Oh, this is a brew. Wow, Magic Online is just not working. 1 mana, 1/1. The beginning of your upkeep, if it's on the battlefield, each player returns all creatures to the battlefield. Okay, sure. Just don't think I care about that. So let's just lead on Deadly Dispute, tapping these two lands, sacking a plant. Another War Marshal, huh? I can play another Deadly Dispute, sacking another plant. And then I could play Rebirth or War Marshal. Alternatively, I can play just War Marshal. I can't play War Marshal and this. I'm just going to play another Deadly Dispute here, I think. I know I'm using my plants, but I think that's fine. Opponent is saying, why not Village Rites? Because we have a lot of artifacts we can sack too. I'm just telling the opponent, you'll see. So now I think I'm just going. I can go Rebirth my treasure token. I can just play War Marshal. I think I just Rebirth the treasure token. That just gives me one more power. Opponent says Gush. Not sure exactly what they're saying. We can't. We couldn't have Sprout Swarm because we don't have a green creature because we sacked our plants. So that would have been interesting actually to sack like the War Marshal to Deadly Dispute and then save a plant to Sprout Swarm. Okay. Opponent just conceded, so I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, that would have been a good line, Pauper Tim, actually, to play War Marshal instead of Rebirth and then. Wait, we didn't have another Deadly Dispute. Maybe I took a different line than you were thinking of. Maybe instead of playing the second dispute, play War Marshal, pass, upkeep, dispute the War Marshal. That would have been interesting. Okay, so opponent had a Mere Servitor in the graveyard. They played a red artifact land. They could be a go wide deck too. I mean, they have Mere Servitor. Should I just bring in Arms of Hadar? I have no clue what deck they're on. I could just not sideboard. I'm just gonna not sideboard. Spider Silk Armor, Arms of Dar, Weather the Storm, Ancient Grudge, Gorilla Shaman. All those cards could be good, but I don't know if they will be. Sand looks fine. I don't have a way to kill my marshals. I mean, I have Deadly Dispute, and I can just not pay Echo. Red, white, Rust Veil Bridge. Just have no clue what's happening. Just gonna lead Mountain and then get a green source here. Squadron Hawk. So it is tokens. I didn't want to bring in Arms of Adar and just be completely wrong. But we'll bring it in for game 3, if there is one. I might lead my turn on Synth just because why not? If I miss, I miss. It's fine. Kaldotha Rebirth. I guess I can just cast that sacking this. Could be better just to play Swarmkeeper right now, though. No, because I think this is good because it gives me 3 tokens, which allows me to start Sprout Swarming as early as next turn. So I'm going to do it. I don't want to rebirth away my land. I think this is better. I want lands. I think they're probably red-white. But why do they have Mirror Servitor? Just as like a value thing to draw and discard? Then they played Thraben overplaying another Hawk? That's so strange. Oh, because they want to block my tokens. That makes sense. Okay, so I can just go... I should have played Star first. But I'm just going to play a Glimmer Baron here. And then I can also play a Sprout Swarm. Unless they play a removal spell right now. I wonder if I missequence this. If they bolt right now, it's kind of annoying because I don't get to Sprout Swarm. Okay, nice. So now I can end of their turn, Sprout Swarm with buyback, and then just start growing the Swarmkeeper. That should be pretty good here. And then Munitions was also just a solid draw. Electrickery, Jesus. Better now than later, I suppose. Still going to cast this, save my Swarmkeeper. It's a pretty sweet play, actually. They go question mark, then they say, I see. I don't really need to sack to Glory Baron, but might as well. No downside. Right, damn, we could have won, I think. But now I don't think we can. So let's just go Baron, Sprout Swarm right now. I'm doing it now because I want to play this bounce land. And I won't be able to cast it if I don't cast it right now. And then Carnarium, bounce Great Furnace. Sweet. Swarmkeeper 3/3 now. Saving the Swarmkeeper with this when we were tapped out with Sprout Swarm was pretty cool. So they're just like a pretty like normal Boros deck with Mirror Servitor. Galvanic Blast, the Swarmkeeper. Okay. Oh, they discarded double strands. That's pretty good against us. We're just gonna have to grind through with munitions. We also know that their hand is two unknowns and triple hawk, so their hand's not very good. We can just start swarming some more here. Get a munitions down. Don't need to worry about these. That was not a good draw. Just saying, I don't think we need to worry about these rights. So let's go munitions. Then I have 6 mana potentially. So I think I'll just attack with 1 Baron. And then I'll go Swarm here. Discarding the double strands was so brutal there. All we can do is just keep making saprolings each turn here. Maybe the deck, maybe we need some Nihil Spellbombs or something in the board too. But again, all the cards in the board are pretty solid, and bringing these in is going to be absolutely massive in the matchup. So now we know. Maybe even bringing in Spider Silk Armors because we saw Electrickery too, and we can block their flyers. They're showing a fair amount of artifact lands as well. They have 3 cards in hand and a clue. Got a bug flying around my face. Okay. If they have like a rally or something, we're gonna get crushed. But we can try to leave up munitions to stop that. Not a bad draw. So now I can go attack with nothing, and then end of their turn, I can actually go double Sprout Swarm now. I have just enough mana to do that. Because I have 5 creatures and I have 4 mana, and then this makes a creature. So tap all my creatures, make a thing, then I have 5 mana to Sprout Swarm again. So we're definitely bringing in Arms of Adar, Spider Silk Armor. That might be it. Goblin Bushwhacker. Wonder if we need to just start pinging hawks down here. I think we do. I think this is just too much damage. We'll see how they attack. So I think I just go cast with buyback. Trigger. Then I could kill 3 hawks, take 2. I don't want to take 8, go to 6. Killing my own saplings does make my future sprout swarms worse, but I think it's worth it to save like so much life here. At least killing 2 hawks and probably just killing 3. I guess they can strands here. That would be fine. They're casting strands. Interesting. Let's try to kill another one. If we get them to use both strands, that'd be fantastic. Seems like they're going to save 1 strands. If they want to use it here, I think that's good for us. They do use it. Okay. Not sacking any of these, I don't think. Just take 6. That was an aggressive line from the opponent. We go to 8. And then they just crack clue now. Play land. Wellspring, good draw. Another Wellspring, another good draw here. I think I just go sack, kill a hawk right now. Draw. Ooh, there's Deadly Dispute. Nice. Alright. Now I think I just leave up Munitions and Sprout Swarm. Could have just played another Wellspring, but I think this is good. I want to keep swarming. Then next turn I can go like play Ichor Wellspring, play Deadly Dispute or something. They also have Synth, and they have a lot of artifact lands. So we can also bring in Gorilla. We're going to bring in so much hate here. This is pretty aggressive with all these artifact lands. Opponent is also just taking aggro lines, like I said. If they just attack with both hawks, I'll just take. Faithless Looting. Okay. See if they discard a strand, another strands. Discard land. Okay. Probably just attack for 2. Yeah. Okay. And we can just swarm with buyback. See, any like Kuldotha Rebirth or Mog War Marshal or something here allows us to like swarm a lot more, which would be good. Another copy of Rights. Can't quite get there, huh? Let's go Wellspring. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Ooh. Still think I want to just go Dispute, because I can draw into more lands and I can still cast Rebirth. Another Sprout Swarm doesn't really do anything. There's a Swarmer. Okay, so now I just play Swarm Keeper into Rebirth. Hope to survive here, and then we'll just try to win next turn. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'll just attack with this. They just chump, it looks like. Then I can go Sprout Swarm with buyback, and then maybe Sprout Swarm without buyback. Depends how many blockers they have, but hey, XMAX TX, glad you could make it. Thanks for supporting the content. Core Skyfisher bounce Synth. Okay. And we also might be able to finish them off with, oh, they have a Bushwhacker. Oh, that kills us? Fuck. Because they can attack with Skyfisher too. Should have sacked a Glimmer Baron to kill one more hawk. Damn. Okay, I think this is a good matchup for us overall though, but that felt pretty bad. Okay. I can just go like so aggro here with all these hate cards. Go out one right, because they're gonna have a lot of tokens too. Can even cut a Glimmer Baron. Not sure everything that we like should or need to cut here. Got to make a lot of cuts for all this hate. Oh yeah, we even have munitions here that I didn't add to the pile. It was just a mistake. Maybe I don't have room for these ancient grudges. Maybe I just don't need grudge. Could just board like this. A lot of one-ofs being cut. This looks good to me, though. Could even bring in a Weather the Storm. Oh, I don't want to cut Swarmkeeper. I wanted to cut Glimmer Baron. I think Swarmkeeper is like a big threat they have to answer. Weather the Storm is okay, but they're kind of just going wide too and trying to overrun. It's a really interesting match. I'm gonna play it like this. I could also set out one Wellspring, keeping the star for mana fixing. My god, Magic Online freaking out today. Definitely want the Bog still in. Alright, we got this. Stoked we get to bring in Arms of Hadar. There is the aforementioned card. I'm going to try this. We can draw a card on turn 2. We can go Swamp, fetch, get Mountain or Forest, and then draw an extra card. Draw towards 4 mana for this. Sure, we're not like really, this is not a proactive hand, but there's a lot of strong cards in the matchup here. Plus, we just have a Wellspring to keep the cards flowing a little bit. I think this is a keep. See if opponent keeps. Mirror Servitors was so weird. So strange. Oh, Pauper Tim, they bounced Bushwhacker and I wasn't even paying attention. Honestly, sometimes when I'm like talking about the game, it's difficult to like pay attention to everything the opponent's doing as much as when I'm just playing solo. I'm still trying to get better at talking and playing. Do I search for Forest or Mountain here? You know what? I'm not sure. I think Forest because I don't need to play Munitions quite yet. If I draw green cards like Glimmer Baron or Swarmkeeper, I want to be able to play them. I mean, obviously, I want to be able to play red cards too. But I think I'd rather get Spider Silk down. Sometimes they play Bushwhacker and Rally, but yeah, they're probably not. They might not be playing Rally. We don't know yet. But they're definitely like a go wide version of the deck. All right, opponent's just not here right now. I'm gonna pause and resume the recording when they get back. Oh, right when I said that, it looks like they mulligan to 6 and then immediately mulligan to 5. So see if our slow clunky hand can get there. We're on the play again. We get a redraw. I like this hand. I'm gonna get Forest here. Maybe we get punished. Synth. Classic red card after getting Forest. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. They have looting, but are they going to be able to cast it? They had a mountain, right? Sick. 1 second. All right. Oh man, not like this. Not like this. Sick. Okay, I missed some subs and stuff, but I appreciate all that. White Mane Lion going deep. They probably can't cast it though. Galvanic Blast. They need another. Okay, they can cast it. Falling behind here. I have so many good draws though. God, please. Feels pretty bad. I'm just gonna get outvalued. Could have mulliganed the hand, but obviously just not drawing a land ever. That'll do it. Could still draw untapped red source and somehow get there. It's gonna be pretty tough regardless. Especially untapped red source into untapped red source. I could go like Spider Silk and then play like Double War Marshal or something. Maybe we get a decent Arms of Adar and Wrath them come back. Oh my god. Sometimes you don't get there. Manacost.com staying positive. They have 2 core Skyfishers out though. Okay, okay. Down to 14 though. God, Spider Silk just not even really doing anything here. But I still think I play it, hope to draw another untapped red source, or then I just play Spider Silk into these 2 next turn. I still think it's better. Playing these ground creatures just doesn't do anything. I could even chump right now. We'll see what they do. Synth into Glinthawk. It's disgusting. Can't believe they conceded game 1 so fast. Replay Synth. There's just Strands. I could just cast it. They do. Just for value. I can chump, but I think I just need to take, go to 8, and then try to set up some blocks here. Doubt this is going to be enough. A lot of reach creatures now, though. Munitions into Hadar. I don't have enough mana to cast Hadar and activate munitions, unfortunately. But I could just Hadar all their Glinthawks away, and then they just have 2 core Skyfishers versus all my reach creatures. So we could still win this. They can't strand Hadar. It's not damage, it's minus. I don't even know if they really have that great of attacks here. Let's see. I'm gonna eat, of course. I'm gonna just try to kill the core Skyfishers. I also want to just make as many blocks as I can. I need to sack a token to Glimmer Baron. I just don't want to die to a Galvanic Blast or anything. I think I should block like this. I could take 1, then we die to double burn spell, but I think I need to take that risk at this point. Oh wait, no, because I need to sack a token to Glimmer Baron. So I think I'm going to block like this. Sack. I think I need to just not take damage there. This costs 4 mana. Alright, now they're going to bounce core Skyfisher back to their hand. Sure. Could have sacked the other thing to Baron. I don't think it matters. And they replay Skyfisher. They have Strands on and Garrison in exile. 5 cards in hand. Okay, so if I go Hadar, their board is just 2 Skyfishers. Then maybe I can come back. I need to Hadar right now. There's no question. First time I've cast this card. It's pretty sweet. I don't want to swing because I need to block. You know, like bolt me or bolt Glimmer Baron or something. Oh, bolt that. Okay. Might just still be dead. Just stumbled way too much. And opponent's really going off with these synths. Also just sucks that they have these Skyfishers. That didn't die to Hadar. Classic got some construction going on outside, even though it's after 8 o'clock. Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna lose. Kept a 2-lander, and then we just missed a land drop, even though we drew like a bunch of extra cards. It was a slightly risky keep, but yeah, just never hit a land. I think this matchup is favorable for us. I've played against Boros a lot in the past with Trin Gardens and done well, but I think we just didn't quite function here. I have like a couple little gnats flying around me too, just irritating me, and I'm getting beaten down here. Playing a War Marshal is not going to do it. I mean, I can just concede whenever. Just go to the next match. GG's. All right, 0-1, let's go round 2. All right, welcome to round 2. Let's see if we can do a little bit better here. We're against Duck Cakes. Would you like to play first? Yes. Gotta just mulligan this. This one looks actually pretty fantastic. I could just go all out with this hand. I could put back Chromatic Star even. That seems pretty greedy. I think I just put back Mog War Marshal. Because then I go turn 1 Swarmkeeper, turn 2 Star Swarmkeeper, turn 3 Rebirth. I can go more aggro by going turn 1 Swarmkeeper, turn 2 Swarmkeeper, Rebirth away my Great Furnace. But then I'm just left with Forest in play. That's just too greedy. It's the more aggro line, but I think this is better. See what we're up against here. Mustache rocks no matter what. Thanks. Fairy Seer. Sure. Depending on what I draw, I still could go Swarmkeeper, play Rebirth, and just get a huge board presence. Yeah, I was going to say, if I draw a red source, I'm doing it. This is a pretty insane start. Turn 2. Turn 2, 7 power. 5 creatures. They're going to hit with a ninja, maybe. They do. Okay. See what we draw. Nothing. How greedy do I get here? I think I might even just want to keep this in play. No, let's just draw a card right now. Let's just add red mana. I guess I can add green too. Let's add green draw. Okay. Deciding how much we can afford to attack with. We could attack with everything. Hit for 7, put them down to 11. Could leave one goblin back. Could leave one swarm keeper back to trade. I'm just gonna let them hit again. I don't typically do that, but I'm gonna do it here. I just don't really have anything left. I kind of just gotta go all out, I think. Because even if I draw like a rights for 1, that could be enough. Yeah, I played with Mirror Servitor in the past, but not sure it's good anymore. Looks like we're just up against Blue-Red Fae. Okay. If I can draw a token to put into play here, that'd be huge. Because then I can just keep slamming. Or even leave one thing back, but they could either have more burn spells, so probably just want to keep slamming. All right, let's go star at black mana. It's a miss. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there, but I'm going to try to race. So we put them to 5. They're not going to block. They're going to hit with another ninja, maybe. They're down to 4. It's an interesting game. They attacked with this and they didn't ninja. Interesting. Draw a card, then preordain. Fairy Seer. Do they also have Augur of Bolas or something? Bottom. They're at 4. Glimmer Baron. They probably have a spell stutter spray here. They have to flash it in, yep. Chump, go to 1, and then I play Glimmer Baron. And I'm in a pretty decent spot now. I think I hold the land in case I draw rights. I guess that they're at 1, so I could have played it. Slight mistake there. Can't believe this race situation may work. Wow. That was pretty crazy. We only got 1 counter on Swarmkeeper, but it was enough. That was sweet. All right, let's board in these and this and these. Don't want fling, rights. Could even cut another rights. They're going to have a lot of removal. I don't know if we really need it to win. We just want to win with munitions, basically. Cutting another 1-drop seems good. What about boarding like this? Yeah, that was an aggro draw, but we haven't had a combo draw yet tonight. Those draws where it's like, turn 3 sometimes, or more often turn 4 wins, where you just rights for 6 with like 2 plants and like a random like Glimmer Baron or something. It's so fun. This looks fine to me. I think I want less ways to win because they're going to be trying to control the game, and I just want to fight back with like arms, spider silk, munitions, and just win eventually. I don't want to like go for rights a lot of the time against that deck. They just have so much interaction, counters, so much removal. They're going to bring in some wraths, so I think I'd rather just play the slower, more controlling route. Yeah, this draw looks great. We have all 3 colors of mana. We have a Pyroblast. We just have a lot of good stuff going on. They play Mountain. Okay, I'm definitely not playing Glimmer Baron now. Now I'm going to play Mountain, and if they go Island Augur, I can counter it. Because if I just play Glimmer, they go Bolt, Untap, Augur, and that's really bad for me. So I think I'd rather just leave up Pyro here for Augur. They may have a land late hand, but I'm expecting them to play Augur. No, they don't. Interesting. I can play a Glimmer Baron now, or I can play my Bog. I think getting the Bog down is better, because then I could even Glimmer Baron with Dispute up. I don't need to play Baron right now. It just dies to removal. Just get my top land out of the way. Exile that Ash Barrens, get that out of here. Definitely leave out Pyro no matter what I do. And then if I can... Oh, they're icing that. Okay, just let it resolve. If I can resolve a Spider Silk Armor, that's going to be huge. If they pass the blue up, I'm not jamming, but otherwise, resolving this is so good in the matchup. Just going to resolve this next turn. I guess they could have negate, but I doubt it. This card really impressed me in the past against Fae. Just basically, they can't Electricity us anymore. They can't Suffocating Fumes. Also, just the main thing, giving all your creatures reach is so good against all their fairies. Like, sure, they can get a ninja hit in now, but the next turn we go like Glimmer Baron with Dispute and Pyro up. So we're still in a good spot. Like, sure, they can go land to leave up Spell Setter, but I can just Pyro it now. Feeling really good about our chances. Preordain. So maybe they didn't have another land. Especially they led Mountain, Ash Barrens. So that means they likely just have those two lands in hand and that's it. Bottom. Probably looking for lands. Found one. Arms of Adar. Sick. Now I just go play Mountain. I don't need to play Furnace right now. It's a little more susceptible. But I could, because I still have Dispute. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go Furnace, play Glimmer Baron, pass. My Glimmer Baron's also a 1/3, so it can block Ninja. And then if they go like Lightning Bolt, Glimmer Baron, I'll just Dispute it. If they try to counter that, I'll Pyroblast. Yeah, if this card was an instant, it would be sick. Still, it's still pretty sick. Scred that. Dispute that. And if they go counterspell, I would counter back. Ooh, we can make an O2 plant. I can't Pyroblast this though. Oh, I could have Pyroblasted that on my turn, and I didn't. That may have been a mistake. I was thinking about leaving it up to protect my stuff, but maybe that would have been better in the end. Now they drew an extra card. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I can still go Ancestral Recall next turn. Let's go Wellspring and then Dispute the Wellspring. Still have the treasure up. Munitions, that is a good one. I think I just played Deadly Dispute. I could just play Colony Garden Pass. And then I could go block the ninja with the plant, sack it to Deadly Dispute, and have Pyro up this whole time. Then I can try to resolve munitions, sacking my Wellspring. Save this Arms of Adar. I think I like waiting. They have blue up right now, so there's no rush to do stuff. Going Chump, then play Deadly Dispute on plant is kind of just like free value. I know I'm not sacking my Wellspring, but this will be good to have later. I can always sack it to this if I resolve munitions. Bolt that. Guess I'm just going to dispute that, sticking to the plan. Okay. So they're going to draw another card here, but it's not the end of the world. It's beatable. Still have this arms here. Fairies here. So we know about Spellstutter Sprite in their hand. If they play another land, I'm kind of scared to just jam arms. What I could do is I could bait with munitions, but I want to resolve that too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 mana. They only have 3 mana up though. Maybe I'm just going to lead on Hadar. If they go counterspell, I'll pyro. They don't. Now I think I just play munitions, sacking a treasure. Could also just play mountain munitions. But I kind of want to play Carnarium, bounce back like Colony Garden to get value. Seems kind of good. They can't spell stutter this now. Blue Blast, damn. Still just play Carnarium here. I want to get my Colony Garden back so I can replay it next turn, get another O2 reach. I'm going to counter this, I think. Just too big to let them get another ninja hit in. And just build up a fairy count as well. Fairy Seer. We're going to need to draw more stuff now, but we still have an Ichor Wellspring for 1 redraw. 1 bottom, 1 top, so they should hit. Blue Blast, okay. Sprout Swarm, that's actually a good one, especially if we can resolve it. Wellspring. Ooh, nice. That is a sick one. Let's go for it. They can't stop the draw. They can counter. Ooh, right? Blue Blast, sure. Colony Garden. I guess I just start swarming next turn. I guess I'm also blocking Augur here, so if they ninja, they just ninja back a Fairy Seer. Bolt that. It's pretty annoying. They're controlling the game pretty well here. It's a good game though. Ninja back Augur. Oh, they ninja back the other one. Interesting. Thought they would ninja back Augur. Oh, they ninja back both. All right, well, we're in trouble now. If we draw another Rebirth and resolve it, it's going to be huge. We need to draw that or Deadly Dispute or another Arms of Hadar. We have a lot of good draws. Scry 2. Seriously, 8:30 p.m. They're just jackhammering right outside my house. Must be a bad problem. Let's get Swamp. Untap. Mog War Marshal. It's actually a good draw. No hydro, please. No third hydro. Damn. That is so bad. Cast with buyback. This way we get a 1-2. We can trade for Moon Circuit. And I can play Carnarium bouncing Colony Garden for value. Get another plant next turn. We're still kind of getting out tempoed though. I can block the Fairy Seer here. It's kind of a free value block. What if they ninja back this? I'm gonna just do this. Not sure. It's pretty close. They discard land. Play land. I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have played land. They already have so many lands. Brainstorm. And cast it right now. They do. We still might be able to come back. The triple blue blast really hurt us. Another Colony Garden. Not exactly what we need. I think I just go for Upkeep Swarm. It's not really getting any better. Probably should have gotten a green source rather than a black source as well, but I guess we're fine with these gardens on green sources. Cannonade. Nothing I can do. I will just cast this now, though. That was a weird cannonade, right? Oops, I tapped 1 mana too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't have been able to play another one anyway. It doesn't. I don't think it matters. And bolt that. Do they have another ninja? I don't want to cast Sprout Storm without buyback. I'm just gonna let that resolve. I'm at 6 and they bolted that. Wow. Another Augur. They missed. Classic Augur. Right when it matters. It misses. If they don't have a ninja here, okay. Another Spider Silk, huh? Play it. Play Garden. They're F6 here. Might as well just Sprout Storm with buyback right now. Okay. Sprout Storm doing work. If we can win this game, it's pretty incredible. Alright, I'm gonna block. Are they gonna Cannonade? Be fine. Just a heat check there. Whew. That's a heat check. I guess I just try to resolve munitions. Looking good for us here. Got him. Nice. That was sweet. Multi-format all-star Sprout Swarm. This card, when I was brewing the deck, I was like thinking about this card, and I was like, nobody plays this card at all. But I was like, it seems like it could be pretty good. Like it's its own engine. And you saw it doing work there. If you can't counter it, it's just like gives you a lot of inevitability where you would run out of gas, but because you have a Sprout Swarm, you get to keep swarming. And even if they are a counterspell deck, they didn't have one right there. And even if they counter the first one, you have 4, so you often can then start resolving the next ones. So pretty sweet. Felt pretty unfortunate to lose to Boros. I think that's actually one of our better matchups. But we lost. Boros is a good deck. And then we fought back, beating Blue Red Phase. Pretty sweet league so far. Let's go round three. All right, that was a fun one against Blue Red Fae. Round three, we're in JSYUX. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. They said, "Oh, you too, thank you." When I said GLHF, 0 lands. Let's ship it. This one looks good though. Snap keep this. What do I put back? I have so many good cards here. Maybe munitions. I just don't have enough mana to use it, and all my other cards help like develop a little bit more. It feels weird, but I think I want to keep everything else. I could put back synth, but then I have less up to munitions again. If they're Fey and I put this back, that's pretty annoying. But maybe I just put back synth. Just put back munitions. That's a close one. I think it's between those two cards. I think we want everything else. I'm gonna go turn one, Furnace Pass, get a forest with Ash Barrens. The mana's been better in this deck. Foundry Street Denizen, huh? All right. Okay, well, I was gonna say I might consider going Swarmkeeper Rebirth, but now I think I'm just gonna go play Forest, tap it to play Star, Rebirth the Star, because then I get 3 blockers, which is really good against this red aggressive deck. Sure, I don't get to grow Swarmkeeper, but it's got to be worth. It just gives me the 3 blockers that I want to block with right now to not take damage. And I think I can win the late game. That I should just take this line essentially. Sweater, sure. No blocks. Now I'm just gonna go Mountain, Wellspring into Swarmkeeper Pass, Bog. Okay. Next turn I'll probably lead on Synth. No attacks. Called out the Rebirth so good against them. They only have 3 cards in hand. Let's lead Synth. Can cast everything except Deadly Dispute. Munitions, that is solid. We're not triggering Swarmkeeper that much yet, but we can. Epicure, sure. I'm not going to multi-block these denizens. I can just still single block them and they can sack creatures to save the denizens. That's fine. But it's still just trading like 1 creature for 1 creature at that point. All right, now we're just in a fantastic position. Just start by killing Sweater, I guess. And they can sack something to save it. Could have sacked Synth there. I was thinking about it. They're saving Sweater. It's fine. Now I'm going to go Star, and then I'm going to sack to kill Sweater. Then I'm probably going to play Swarmkeeper, play Carnarium. They're sacking Denizen. They want everything else instead of Denizen? That's interesting. Now I'll just go play Swarmkeeper, play Carnarium, balancing Great Furnace. No need to attack. We're still at 19. We're just in a fantastic position here. Yeah. The Kaldotha Rebirth just crushed them. They're just going Goblin Grenade face. Alright, that's aggro. The race is on. Deadly Dispute. Jeez. We even get a token from dispute. I think I'm just gonna dispute away a synth here. Trigger these. There's a Mog War Marshal going off. And double Sprout Swarm. Jeez. And it's all over. Mog War Marshal. Trigger. Then I can even go munitions away the War Marshal. Trigger again. This is actually pretty sick. Can I win right now? Maybe. I'm just going to start doing stuff. Not going to overthink it. Trigger, trigger. Probably can't deal 20. There's no way, right? I can trigger. I can place 2 more Sprout Swarms without buyback. Trigger, trigger. That's plus 4 more. 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not enough. I'll just go land, star, Sprout Swarm without buyback. And then attack for a bunch. Awesome. Watch, we're gonna get burned out here somehow. Okay. Now we bring in munition, Adar, weather the storm. I think we just need to survive here to win. Just board like this. Oh wait, oh maybe Spider Silk is good too. They're probably gonna have like electricaries or something, right? Let's see. Let me look up a list. Maybe not this opponent's list. So I don't know if they're gonna have one posted. I can search their name, but J X. If they don't have any list posted, I can just search like Goblin Slitter or something, try to get a list. Let's see. I doubt it was playing this list. They were playing this list. No, they were playing like a normal Boros deck. Okay, let's just look up Goblin Slitter. I just want to see what the standard build is. All right. This is probably essentially what they're playing. 2 electricery, 1 munitions, life staff, flaring pain. So they're probably just bringing in 2 electricery. It's probably not worth it. Whoops. It's probably not worth it to have Spider Silk, honestly. It costs 3 mana. It's a lot of mana. And it only like essentially counters electricery, but also only if I play Spider Silk first before they play electricery. I just don't want to clunk out. I just want to like play stuff and survive, and then I can just win. I like it. Rights is fantastic in this deck. Really, really good. Allows you to win like on turn 4 and stuff sometimes. The Snapcap 7, this hand is actually pretty sketchy because we don't do anything that quick. All we do is like a turn 2 munitions. It might just be too slow. I guess I have turn 1 star, turn 2 munitions, sack it, draw. Still pretty slow. No green source here. Sand is close. No artifact for this either. We also have Weather the Storm. Jeez. I could hope to draw like a cheap artifact with this hand. Just gonna go to 5. Really want to just try to function. This hand is slow as well. I think I can put back War Marshal. Could put back Rebirth and Wellspring. I guess Rebirth and Wellspring are just better than War Marshal, but I need to put back 2 cards. That's the thing. I think War Marshal is actually fine. I want to keep Arms of Adar. That was rough mulligans. The first hand I just don't think was good enough. So obviously like this hand's not great, but we were on 5. Don't really want to go any lower than that. Hopefully we can draw an untapped land here. Then we'll just be fine. Bushwhacker hit for 4. Okay. Not loving this position. Still might have a good turn for Arms. Oh my god. Now they go Rebirth. And I can save multiple creatures with Maw Grader. And a Synth too. It's really good hits. They should also misplay by playing land, because if they hit another land, they couldn't play it. Goblin Grenade, okay. This might buy us enough time. Does seem pretty decent in the matchup. Another one. This just can save so many creatures. Not a Bushwhacker, don't do it. That'd be a pretty nutty draw. Second Slider, sure. Don't think it really matters what I block. They're gonna save Slider 100%. I want War Marshal to die. They have 2 cards left. Synth. All right, let's lead on that. They would have played War Marshal last turn if they had it. We just completely whiff on Synth. I can go Deadly Dispute. Do I need to? Or can I just play Mog War Marshal? I'm at 11, they have 2 cards in hand. If I Deadly Dispute into land, I can also play Mog War Marshal. I'm just going to go for this. I also get another trigger here. A Swamp, nice. And Weather the Storm. So I can go Swamp, Weather, gain 9. Go back up to 20. Or I can play Mog War Marshal. I feel like Weather, gain 9 is best. So that ended up being a pretty good hit there in the end. Now we just need to survive this turn and then Arms. Let's block. Let's see. So they can save, if they sack 2 things here, and they can save 2 creatures if I just go Arms. I think I'm supposed to go double War Marshal this turn. That makes it pretty hard for them to kill me. Maybe this is just a good matchup for us because we can just kind of go wide, and that's kind of their plan. And then we can just outvalue them with bigger cards. We're kind of like the mid-range deck, and they're the aggro deck here. They just can't really attack into these War Marshals that well. They disagree. Oh, they're going for damage. They're going all in for damage. Hit for 6, put us to 8. Makes sense. Those sweaters are pretty good when they can go off like that. Goblin Grenade, Bolt. Jeez. Okay. If I went arms, then they save 2 creatures. Then, what was I at? I took 6, 11, 14. So if I just went arms, then they go attack for 2. Then they can't kill me, probably. Man, I totally thought we had that game locked up. That was pretty impressive. It was also a mulligan to 5 for us, though. Maybe I just want 0 copies of rights. I guess 1 is fine. I can steal a win with it. Really shocked we lost that. I think I could have won if I cast arms. Just felt like it was better to do it that way, but I guess I was incorrect. I think I'm supposed to keep this. I am gonna lead Bog though, I think. Try to delay the decision. I don't think I want to just play this turn 1. This hand is kind of sketchy. Okay. Now I could go Rebirth because then I can still dispute away like a token and maybe kill them with rights or something. I might take like a bunch of damage off this, like 3 or 4 more damage next turn, maybe even 5 damage. I'm gonna go like land electricity or something. Have land, okay. Well, I would just trade here. You don't want to. I'm not going to dispute right now. I'll just pass the turn. I will probably dispute at the end of their turn. Then maybe what? Untap, play munitions. Feeling good about this one. I was feeling good about the last one too. I think I threw it. Four cards left. There's Sweater. Never like to see that. No attacks. I think I need to do this. Whew. Okay. Do I learn from my mistake and just go arms right now? Then they can only save 1 creature. Then I'm at 18, they have 1 creature, and I have 3 mana. Yeah, it's just gotta be the play. Pretty sick. Loving this card so far. It is pretty expensive at 4 mana, but it does a pretty unique thing in the format. They're a little bit flooded over there. So what do they save? Maybe Foundry Street, Jonathan? Probably Sledder. It's their best creature, right? I guess if they have second Sledder, they probably don't save it. They probably save Foundry Street. Oh, they're saving Epicure. Why would they save that instead of Sledder? This is just a 1/1 no ability, right? I'm gonna go no attacks because they could have Bushwhacker. Goblin Grenade. This is not even a goblin. I don't want to see Rebirth from called off. The Rebirth from hand would be worst case scenario if they had it. I'm probably going to lead my turn on Wellspring. Hope to draw an untapped land and then Ancestral Recall. Opponent in the tank here. What could they have in hand? They could have second. They could have more lands. They could have more grenades. But why would they keep an Epicure? Yeah, they play another land, go to 2 cards. It might just be flooded. I could have like Deadly Disputed away a token, but I just don't really want to do that. Got kind of punished. We're still doing fine though. I can do a lot next turn. Wow, they just make a 2/2, reveal Electricity. Okay. See if they can cast it. They just cast it like that. Okay, it's fine. Trade. Weather the storm. I could just lead on Rebirth, actually. I think it's just too tempting to Ancestral here. I can draw untapped lands and like play a huge Weather the Storm, potentially. Cloakwood. I can also go Rebirth my Great Furnace, land, Weather the Storm. Gain 9. Alternatively, I can just go Mountain, Wellspring, Rebirth my Wellspring, pass. And then I could go like Wellspring, Weather next turn, keep all my mana. I mean, I might need life. I don't know if I need an extra land in play, but I think I don't need. I'm going to do the Weather the Storm line, I think. I just don't want to not play Storm and then regret it. Where if I think I play Storm, I have so many cards. I think I just win if I do this line. So I'm going to do it. Every time I convince myself to wait on Weather the Storm, I always regret it. I'm like, I could Weather for 6 or 9. Oh, I'll just wait. It's like, we should just cast it. Ooh, let's do this now. Now we're doing it. I also have this Rights in hand. Ooh, they have munitions. Interesting. So much for Rights, huh? I'm gonna kill. I was gonna kill their Samurai and then attack. think instead I'm just going to lead on Wellspring. Just going to wait. No rush here. Of course I tapped incorrectly. And then I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Again, I'm not in any rush. Epicure, you got it. Go to 26. Should be good to go from this board state, I think. Their munitions is pretty annoying, but I think we can probably outvalue that. Just gonna go no stack. Mog War Marshal, huh? Right now I go Swarmkeeper into War Marshal. If they try to kill this one, I can Deadly Dispute, make another token in response. Try to save this. All right, we got him. Nice. That was sweet. That was a good match. Bumblebees coming in. Nice. All right, 2-1. Let's go round 4. All right, welcome to round 4. We're against I'm Out to Get You. Nice. It's not that great, but I think we keep. We can cast spells. Fling looking pretty bad, honestly. I don't think I like it in this deck. Out of all these matches, when have we had a big creature? If anything, we can play one Fling in the sideboard, but I don't think we want it. I think we just want another proactive card. Just like something that can add to the board. Or like a random removal spell or something. We're not playing any bolts right now. Forest. Play that. It's more mana efficient. Okay. I'm going to leave my turn on Synth, though, if I don't draw land. Need to hit lands. Sticky Fingers. Is this like another mono red goblins deck with Sticky Fingers? Looks like it. Or is it like a Kiln Fiend deck with Synth? Or I don't know. Maybe Rebirth. Okay. Can we please hit a land? No. Hit a card we cannot cast. And one we would really want to draw. That sucks. Would have loved to draw that Rebirth. Still don't hate our position here, but we're not really doing anything. Gonna keep playing 1-mana 1/2s. Maybe we need another land in the deck. Yeah, maybe we just cut Fling for 21st land. I think I like that. Just gonna block. Just want to save damage. If I stabilize, I can, again, win the long game. This is looking so bad here. Sticky Fingers is going deep. Oh, man. 1-mana 1/2. Let's go. They said, what? 3? LOL. LOL indeed. Another Rebirth? No, our Fling payoff is this and this. Man, we're getting wrecked. We're losing this game. We can't just miss this many land drops. Maybe we even need like, I think 22 lands. Even when I had 21 lands, I felt like I was flooding a lot of times. Okay, that's a start to a maybe comeback. So I go Swarmkeeper, Rebirth, draw, land. Come on. We died to a Goblin Grenade. We don't die to a Galablast yet. That killed us. Frustrating. Couldn't quite function. We're in 2 lands the whole time. And they just sack goblins, whatever they want. Oh, they're killing Swarmkeeper, sure. Then they can just kill us with this whenever. All right, just go to the next one. We die to this. All right. Sideboard the same way we just did. I think just want these cards. I like this sideboard plan. Synth is like a little bit slow. Let's run it like this. All right, game 2. Let's see if we can do a bit better than last time. This hand's not very exciting, but might be good enough. Guess we have arms. That's huge. We have a Mog War Marshal to try to buy time. Would love to naturally draw lands, but when has that ever happened? Bolt us resolves. Reckless Fireweaver. Is that really good? It might be good here. I wonder if I pay Echo. I think I will. It's just kind of annoying for them to deal with War Marshal. They can't attack through it that well. Didn't really want to crack Star either. Another Fireweaver, jeez. Surprisingly good against us, but seems like it's bad to me. Do I just try to draw lands? So I can crack Star and play Wellspring, draw 2 more cards. I'm gonna do that. It's gotta be the line, right? Okay. Feel like we're in trouble here somehow. Just need to draw more lands. Maybe they bring these in because of people siding in Wraths against them, and they're going to Sticky Fingers one of these. It's actually pretty bad for us. That's a combo. That's the combo. Okay. So I double block this one. Otherwise, I take 2 extra damage. Guess I don't really want to take extra damage. Take 1. Kill the token. Not surprising. How can I beat that combo? Sprout Swarm. Just play munitions, pass. Hopefully they play a couple spells here and I can just fire off a Weather the Storm. No, they got the double combo. Oh, they're gonna make 2 treasures. I just have to let them do stuff. Just play a bunch of, try to, hopefully they play a bunch of spells this turn. And then I can go like Weather, untap, draw Black Source, Arms of Hadar. Jeez. The combo. Called Doth of Rebirth. Exiling Mountain. Storm count 2. We need to draw Black Source. Even that may not be enough. Epicure go to 7, go to 5. Gain 12, go to 17. I have 1 swamp in the deck. There's no way I draw it. Gonna go for it. Huh? Swamp? Nope. This is the downside of this deck. You can die to your mana sometimes. I thought if I could rip the swamp, then arms, then I win basically. I can just go sack, kill that Fire Weaver, play a Glimmer Baron. I don't like it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, and I get to draw a card because of Sticky Fingers. Okay, okay. See how it is. Now we can also draw Ash Barrens. I guess we could have, if we drew Ash Barrens for our turn, we could have still cast Hadar, but we didn't. Bolt that. Kill that. And we're taking damage here. Yeah, the treasures do help, for sure. Usually the mana's been reasonable. Oh my god. So we just go to 1, die to anything. They say GG. GG's. All right, felt pretty bad. 2-2. Let's finish it up here with a win. Didn't get my 4-1. Come on, what's up with that? All right, round 5 runes Tajirius. Man, these hands are terrible. All right, we'll keep this. Put back a Swarm Keeper, I guess. So far away from casting it. Everything else seems pretty great. Overall, draws have just been kind of rough. Felt like we were drawing a lot smoother in the first week with the deck. Just get down a Wellspring. Sprout Swarm, okay. You could unlock that with a treasure token from Deadly Dispute potentially. It looks like we're against Black Red Burn most likely. Maybe some other type of brew. I'm gonna go Rebirth this. This gets me on board, which is kind of nice. Another Rebirth. Interesting. Planarium, Balanced Furnace, pass. Interested what the opponent's gonna do here. They don't play a creature, and we draw rights. We kill. Rights for 6 is 21 damage. But I wouldn't go for it into open mana either, so. Log War Marshal. It's actually a pretty good draw. Go land, attack with all, play Mog War Marshal, leave up Deadly Dispute, and just dispute my War Marshal end of their turn. I like that. This card's been solid. It just is like very much on theme with the deck. It's a reasonable power level. It's good with Deadly Dispute. It makes two tokens at 2 separate times for Swarm Keeper. The opponent goes Ancestral, sure. But we're just already like really on board here. I kind of thought about going, if I didn't attack with goblins, I could have attacked with one. Oh, it's goblin combo. Duh, I should have realized that. Okay, that changes things. Okay. Still basically just have to try to win as fast as we can. Just need to find rights. Skirk Prospector and not playing it. Dispute War Marshal. We have a draw per turn and a couple extra looks. Synth. And Rebirth Synth. Colony Garden. No rights, huh? He's coming to say goodnight. Hey, bro. He always checks on me before going to bed. I'm not close to Glimmerbear and flinging them. Don't have the right colors of mana either. Maybe if I want to play one more synth right now, I could die next turn for sure. What about leaving up Fling to break up the combo? Seems pretty good to me. So I can actually go Colony Garden, Sprout Swarm with buyback, attack for 4, or just not even attack, and then passive Fling up. I think I just do all of that. Can even attack for 5 this turn. and do all of that. But I have 1 mana floating, so I just go garden. I don't even know if this is necessary. Kill the matron? Yeah, I don't think that's the play somehow. Get that into my hand. I'm going to attack for 5. I think that's better than making 1 more token. And then I'll just pass the turn with Fling up. I can Fling them next turn. And I can kill something in response with Fling here if I have to. Fling might do something, we'll see. Missed lethal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I did have lethal. I had 1 black floating. But how do I get green and red mana? Cycle Ash Barrens. Get. Then I didn't have enough tokens, right? Or did I have enough? Yeah, I guess I could have just attacked. Now I lose. Do they take flame? Damn. You're right. I could have just gone attack. Glimmerberry and Fling. Now I lose. Feels bad. So attack for 5. I mean, they still need the first day of class, but they probably have it. Yeah. Attack for 5, and then do I have enough? I have 3 mana, so I just go Glimmerberry and Fling. I didn't have 5 mana. I had Ash. I had 1 mana floating, and then these 2 left. Well, punted that one. I couldn't kill the Prospector. They duress the Fling. I could have killed the Matron in response to the duress, but I just didn't think that mattered. No, I mean, Venarios is right. I think I just missed lethal. Damn. Feels pretty bad. I don't know if arms is even good. I think I want to aggressively. They don't even play that many artifact lands, but I think I want to try to kill them. I don't even know if arms is that good either. I kind of want to just try to rights them. I think munitions is good. It breaks up the combo pretty well. I think I just minimally sideboard here. Dang, punted that. Let's just board like this. Take out some of this lower stuff. I don't know if Fling is that good. I guess it is another way to win fast. Can set out like 1 Wellspring to be a little bit faster. It's kind of clunky. Try this. Try it with the Fling. Obviously, I'm not good enough to play Fling. Just punted there. Man, these hands are disgusting. All right. This is a potential really fast win. We need another red source to really go off with rights. Gonna lead Swarm Keeper here. Opponent's on a mulligan to 5. No, they generally play a couple non-indestructible lands, but I can't really interact with them that well. So at least Gorilla Shaman, if I just nab like one of their lands, that might be enough to win the game. Oh, they also had Mire. Yeah, Bordean Shaman was probably bad then. Redraw Deadly Dispute. All right, let's just go in and then hope to draw a red source for rights. Black source would be really good too. So red or black source is great. Okay. I'm gonna not bring in Gorilla Shaman. That was pretty terrible actually. For game 3. What do they have? They just had a really awkward 5 that they kept maybe. Electrickery, jeez. Okay, so much for that. I feel like just like a lot of times we're not functioning that well. But I mean, I did just throw away a game that we had lethal on board, so there's that. Witches, jeez. Could have attacked, I suppose. Don't know if it's actually good. Did they hit a land? They do not. There's the Gorilla Shaman. Nice. Let's try to hit a land in the top 2, please. All day, huh? Activating witches, that's a bad sign. Deadly Dispute, Ancestral Recall. I mean, the deck deserved not to like us after that pretty bad misplay. It's my fault. Opponent's going to discard. We can't cast any spells. This is so brutal. They just have all the time in the world. We're just sitting here on. We sacked a land to rebirth, but I think we had to with the hand we had. Otherwise, we didn't really do anything. I think the mana in this deck is also just a little bit too awkward. They can just witches this down if they want. I guess I can kill Matron if they do that. Oh, just cast Sprout Storm without buyback. Yeah, I should have done that. I'm honestly just kind of tilted right now. I don't typically get tilted, but I'm just feeling frustrated. I think because I punted the first game and then now we're just not really functioning. But I guess I just need to keep my head in the game and try to win from where we're at. Just getting frustrated and just throwing doesn't. It just makes you just evidence right here that it just makes you play worse essentially. So now they just go sack, first day of class, kill you. Yep. Now if they have any win con, they win. So Unearth does it, another matron does it. Oh, they even discarded munitions, so they have to have another win con. As far as I understand, you do advance through the dungeon if you flicker the initiative. So yes, you do. Well, through that one, made a mistake. It happens. Nothing I can do at this point. There was something I could have done before, but now there's not. So ended up 2-3 in that league. Pretty bad result. Again, throwing that game one against Goblins cost us a lot. Overall, I think our draws were pretty poor. I think it might have to do with also the construction of the deck, though. We can't always blame ourselves. I just don't like this fling. So let's get it out of there. Let's play one more land. I don't even hate like another Great Furnace or like one dual land, basically. I could play like one black red bridge or one green red bridge. How about we play one green red bridge? Maybe the deck is built incorrectly as well because I have triple Rakdos Carnarium, but I only have 4 black cards. It's just kind of the mana is just it just is a little bit rough. Be interesting. I'm just thinking about building this deck without. I know I've been saying this whole time. I think Deadly Dispute is worth it. I think Deadly Dispute is worth it. But I'm wondering if there's a straight red green version, your mana gets much better. The problem is you can't draw enough cards in order to write some initiation if you're straight green red. You don't have the draw power of Deadly Dispute, Ichor Wellspring. But here, let's just do it just for fun. Just see what it might look like. I think I have a Gruul Gardens deck somewhere, but might want to just start from scratch. Don't think I even want Jewel Thief. The mana, obviously, we would change here. We have Nest Invader, and then we would also play. No, this doesn't even have the updated here. Let's just start this over. Delete this. Whoops. Didn't mean. I think I just copied the wrong deck. So this can be Gruul Gardens. Get these cards out of here. Is it? Let's see. Maybe I just have some other filters on. Could just play 4 Bushwhacker. Could even play 2 munitions. You might not need all of these now. Then you just play a bunch of like go wide creatures. Nest Invader makes a token, kind of nice. I don't even know if you need rights of initiation either. And this is still 21 lands. Then you could just play like maybe you don't need rights because you don't draw as many cards. This looks interesting, honestly. And then you just play. You don't have to play any of this crap. Three of Tails. The fourth Great Furnace in there. Get these out. Gruel Turf. Probably play like 3. What about this? I would have to count the mana, but actually looks decent. Maybe another bridge. It's kind of a lot of tap lands. Maybe too many green sources. Probably not. Epicure could be good. It also makes an artifact for rebirth, which is huge. Oops. Oh, here we go. But at this point, this is probably just worse than the mono red tokens deck, you know? Like his Cloakwood. I guess, yeah, Epicure does make a token too. It's actually kind of sick. Maybe we don't need 21 lands as well. Could cut some lands. We would actually have to play more red sources because we have all these colony gardens. So we probably wouldn't even play any forests. We'd probably just play mountains. No, there is the one. There is the wellspring that makes 1/1s. I think that is on Moto actually. I just don't know if it's actually that good. So I actually just played a league off stream with the. I had one copy of the Treasure Wellspring and I had 2 Mold Folk, and both cards I really didn't like. I just every game I just sided out the Treasure Wellspring. Every time I drew it, I was like, this is so bad. It's just not enough value out of one card to be worth it. And on another note, Mold Folk was just too slow. It just like you pay too much mana to get like a pretty small creature. It's just both of those cards just really didn't impress me. I'm not exactly sure where to go with this deck. The mana felt pretty bad in that league, and it cost us a lot of games. Sure, I misplayed that one game against Goblins there in round 5, but this deck is pretty. The Jund Gardens deck is pretty difficult to play. I think this is a decent build of it. I think this build is better than just straight green red. The draw power from going like Wellspring, Dispute, and everything is really good. It's just like you might as well just play that package in Affinity. It's just so much better. I don't think you need more ways to win. I think Rites of Initiation is like the best way to win there, and I think the red green version is just too susceptible to wraths. You can't refill your hand because you don't have the card advantage. It's just I think this is the way to go. So that'll wrap up this YouTube video. Not the best result in that league, but still was a lot of fun. Still learned a decent amount, and still got a couple of punts in there. So we'll try to improve our play next time. But thanks for watching. YouTube.com/Snapple. Peace.